Yes. Are you able to hear me now properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So what is phi dash here? Anyone in the class? What is phi dash? Yes. What is delta? So phi dash, yes, listen all of you. Okay, listen carefully. So phi represents the angle of internal friction. Okay. So phi represents the angle of internal friction. Delta represents the frictional angle. So we said according to Coulomb's theory, the wall surface is rough, right? The back of the wall is rough. So there will be existence of friction, right? So that friction is making angle of 24 degrees here. Okay. So it is mentioned in the diagram also. Okay. So here you can see the beta angle that is equal to 70 degrees. Okay. So as you can see, it is the back of the retaining wall that is making angle with the base of the slab. Okay. So this is the information about angles that is mentioned in the diagram. And here is the ground surface. See, the ground surface is horizontal. Okay. So here if you see the question, okay, so what it is asked, check the stability of the gravity retaining wall as shown in figure. Okay, allowable soil pressure is equal to 600 kilonewton per meter square. Okay, use use the Coulomb's theory. Okay, see here it is given some value, right? 600 kilonewton per meter square, the allowable soil pressure, right? So what is the representation for allowable soil pressure? What is this 600? What is the representation for this? Yes. See, it is your time. You need to answer. Okay.
PA, ma'am.
QNA, right? So in yesterday's class it was said. It is QNA. Okay. So check the stability means what is that we need to find out? What are the unknowns? Stability about regarding what factors we need to check?
Sliding, overturning,
Yes, sliding, overturning. What else?
ma'am, tension.
Tension and bearing capacity, right? So we need to calculate factor of safety, all these factor of safeties, right? So let us calculate factor of safety. Okay. So before that, what is the first thing that you need to calculate? So here the direction and angle, position, everything is given for PA. Okay. So we need to calculate magnitude of PA first according to Coulomb's theory. Okay. We need to find out PA. So calculate and tell me what is PA. Use the Coulomb's equation. So can anyone tell me what is the formula for PA? Yes. What is the formula for PA according to Coulomb's theory?
Half delta H square K.
Of of as someone is telling, tell it properly so that everyone can listen and solve the problem. What is the formula for PA? Of Yes. I was able to hear only half. After that,
Half delta H square Ka.
yes, it is not delta, it is gamma. Okay. Ka gamma H square. Right. So H is given for you in the problem. Gamma is given in the problem. Right. Directly you can take from the diagram. Okay. So only thing is, only unknown here is Ka. So you need to calculate Ka now. Right. So what is the formula for Ka? According to Coulomb's theory. Yes. What is the formula for Ka according to Coulomb's theory? So it is a lengthy formula. So it was shown for you in the NPTEL
Cos
video.
alpha into cos alpha minus root over cos square alpha minus cos square phi by cos alpha plus root over cos square alpha minus cos square phi.
So is that discussed in terms of cos or sine? Sine, I think so, no?
బీటా ఇచ్చినప్పుడు కాస్ లో ఆల్ఫా ఇచ్చినప్పుడు సైన్ లో డిస్కస్.
Oh no. So use any one of the formula so that you'll get the Ka value. Okay. So use any one formula and
మ్యామ్ ఒకసారి ప్రీవియస్ స్లైడ్ పెట్టండి.
okay. Right. So tell me Ka value first. So every value is given for you. Okay, in the problem, substitute these values in the formula and tell me the value of Ka first.
జీరో పాయింట్ ఫోర్ వన్.
Yes. So is that everyone got the same answer? Yes. Is there anyone who got another answer? Ka value, how much you got? 0.41. Right. 0.41. Right. So now calculate Pa. What is the formula for Pa? It was said already, right? So how much you will take the H to be? H value?
Ma'am, 5.7, ma'am.
5.7. Good. Okay. And gamma to be 19. Okay. So substitute these things in the formula. 5.7 square, right? H square it is. So tell me what is Pa value. Calculate this and tell me. Right. So tell me how much you got for PA. So Rashashwini, are you doing?
Yes, ma'am.
How much you got for PA? So everything is given here. 1 by 2 into 0.41 Ka value. 19, it is gamma value. H square, 5.7 whole square. How much it is? Yes. Anyone from the girls? Answer. Answer quickly. What happened to you people?
On 26.54 kilonewton per meter square.
Okay, so is that everyone got the same answer? One 26 point. How much you got? Yes, Prashant.
54.
Okay.
126.54, ma'am.
Okay, is that everyone got the same answer? So what is
Yes,
the
ma'am.
unit? What is the unit?
Newton.
Kilonewtons. Okay, so it is pressure. So I said you the blind mark. Whenever we are using off in the formula, that will be like pressure force. Okay, kilonewton should be the unit. Right. So see here the PA. So PA magnitude we calculated, right? So and it is making some angle here, right? So we need to calculate the horizontal component and vertical component now, right? Because it is making some angle, right? So calculate horizontal component and vertical component. PA horizontal and PA vertical. Calculate and tell me. Yes, everyone need to calculate. Everyone need to show their notebooks at the end of the class. So definitely there will be problem like this in the external exam. How much you got? Anyone? Girls will answer now. Yes. How much you got for horizontal component? How much you got for vertical component? చెప్పండి. సో ఇందిరెడ్డి చేశారా అండి? హౌ మచ్ యూ గాట్ PAH?
Ma'am, I'm calculating, ma'am.
Okay, so do it quickly. Yes. ఎంత వచ్చిందండి? Srihita, are you there in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
So how much you got for horizontal component?
92.61.
Okay, 92.61. So how you got this?
PA cos into 20 plus 24.
Yes. So since PA multiplied with cos 44, right? Right, cos 44. So it will give us horizontal component. So how much you got for vertical component?
89.41.
89.41. What is the unit again?
Centimeter.
Huh? Is that so? Pressure force it is. Force.
Kilonewton, ma'am.
Yes, kilonewtons. Okay. So it is the first part of the designing procedure. Okay, calculation of PA. Okay. So along with these pressure forces, okay, we need to calculate weights also here. Okay. Along with the PA, we need to calculate self weight of the retaining wall, right? So how do we calculate weight? What is the formula to calculate weight? Yes. Anyone? It was said already. How to calculate weight? When we were discussing stability of slopes, it was said. Right? So we need to calculate forces. Okay, now. So we said, see, this is the table. Okay, this is how you need to prepare a table to calculate the forces of the weights. Okay. See here, as we discussed in the diagram, okay, as we discussed in the diagram or as mentioned in the diagram, the total retaining wall is divided into known geometries of four things, right? Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to calculate W1, W2, W3, W4. Okay. So we need to prepare a table like this. Okay. So are you able to see the table here? Yes. Are you able to see the table?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Right. So we need to prepare a table like this. Okay. Serial number, first column, second column, description. Okay. So here we need to mention or we need to calculate weights. Okay. Retaining wall is divided into four parts, right? W1, W2, W3, W4 like this. And vertical component we calculated, horizontal component we calculated, right? So that need to be mentioned here. Okay. And forces. Okay. So it is like answer. Okay, whatever we get here. Okay, so after calculating weight, that we need to mention here. Okay, so here the formula need to be written. for weights. Okay, answer need to be written here. Okay, understood? Understood? Here the description, the explanation is given. Here only the answer need to be mentioned. Okay, and horizontal components need to be mentioned here. Okay, vertical is different column, horizontal is different column. Vertical forces are different, horizontal forces are different column. Okay, next we need to mention lever arm. Okay, lever arm. So why do we need lever arm here? Why do we need lever arm? See, if you see the factor of safety formula against the overturning, there we need to calculate the moments, right? Factor of safety against the overturning. So the formula, if you see, it is summation of MR by summation of MO. Moments against resisting or resisting moments to the overturning moments, right? So there you need moments. Okay, clockwise moment or counterclockwise moments. Okay, so forces are divided into two parts: vertical forces, horizontal forces. Moments also clockwise moment, counterclockwise moment. Okay, so like this you need to prepare a table. Okay, so draw the table in your notebooks first. Okay, I'll give 2 minutes of time. Draw the table. So we need to calculate the weights now one by one. Yes. Have you done with the table? Yes. Shall I discuss about weights now? How to calculate the weights? Shall I start? See, you need not to note down all these values. Okay, just draw a table. Okay, you need not to note down these values. Right? So listen all of you carefully. I'll discuss how to calculate the weights. Okay, so the basic formula for the weight. Okay, the basic formula for the weight W is gamma into A. Okay, so the same thing we'll do here. Okay, for every part of the retaining wall, we'll calculate the self weight of the each part. Okay, right? So gamma into A, right? So if you see the first part, okay, so what is the geometry or what is the shape of this first part? Yes, what is the area of this first part? Yes, what happened to you? Are able to see the first part in the diagram?
Yes, ma'am.
No, so what is the area of this first part?
0.4.
So, as
Area of triangle, ma'am.
so it is the triangle, right? So we need to calculate area of a triangle first, right? So what is the base here and what is the height here? Okay, so here is the triangle.
0.19
0.4.
19 into 5.
1 into
4.5.
yes, half into height. How much you are taking?
5,
Five.
5,
5. Base how much you are taking?
0.19.
19.
0.475.
19, ma'am. 19.
Yes, 0.19 is correct. See the diagram carefully. This is very important. Okay, 0.49 triangle, right? And what is the unit weight here? Gamma. Gamma is how much?
24, ma'am.
Huh? Yes.
24 kilonewton per meter.
Yeah,
cube.
24. Why 24? Why not 19?
Ma'am, concrete.
Yeah, see here the retaining wall. It means that the retaining wall is constructed with the concrete. Okay, so we need to consider unit weight of concrete, not the soil. Okay, so that is why we need to take 24 here. Okay, unit weight of concrete. Okay, right. So tell me what is W1 now?
$11.4.
11.4, right? So mention this in the table. So we prepared a table, right? So mention this. Okay. So in the description column, you need to write the formula. Okay. In the other column, you need to write the answer. Okay. So here weight is only having vertical component, no horizontal component. So let it be empty. Okay. So next thing, lever arm. Okay. So as we need to calculate the moments, okay, we need to mention the perpendicular distance. Okay. Right. So as you are able to see, the lever arm for the first portion, first part of retaining wall is 0.53. Okay, so here see moments you need to calculate about this portion. Okay, toe of the retaining wall, we need to consider always the moments about toe. Okay, okay, so otherwise you can take the moments about heel also. Okay, so any one of this side you can consider the moments. Okay, so in our problem we are considering the moments about this point. Okay, this side. Okay, so we calculated the weight of W1. Now we need to calculate lever arm. Okay, we need to consider lever arm so that we can calculate moments. Okay, so what is the lever arm for this W1? Yes. So what is the definition of lever
మ్యామ్
arm?
అర్థం కాలేదు సార్ చెప్పరా మ్యామ్ మళ్ళీ
See, మనము we need to calculate moments, right? సో మనకు ఫ్యాక్టర్ ఆఫ్ సేఫ్టీ అగెన్స్ట్ ఓవర్ టర్నింగ్ ఫార్ములా చూసినట్టయితే we need to calculate moments. సో మూమెంట్ ఉండాలంటే ఫస్ట్ వెయిట్ ఉండాలి. సో ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్ కి we calculated the weight. We are very clear. And the second thing, we need perpendicular distance or lever arm, right? అంతేనా అండి? మూమెంట్ రావాలంటే weight into some value or perpendicular distance or lever arm, right? So we need to consider or we need to understand this lever arm from the diagram. అంతేనా అండి? ఓకే, సో W1 కి లివర్ ఆర్మ్ ఎలా తీసుకుంటాం చెప్పండి? పర్పెండిక్యులర్ డిస్టెన్స్, మూమెంట్ అబౌట్ దిస్ పాయింట్ we are considering. ఎస్, yes, anyone? సో లివర్ ఆర్మ్ ఎలా తీసుకుంటున్నాం అన్నది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి ప్రాబ్లంలో, లేకపోతే వాల్యూస్ అటు ఇటు అయిపోతాయి. సో లెట్ మీ టెల్ యూ ఫర్ వన్ పాయింట్ అట్లీస్ట్ సో దట్ యూ కెన్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ ఫర్ every part of the retaining wall. So here the lever arm will be 0.53. How it means? Okay, so as you are able to see in the diagram, ఓకే, సో మనం లీవర్ ఆర్మ్ తీసుకున్నట్టయితే 0.4 ప్లస్. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ ఒక ఎక్స్ట్రా పార్ట్ ఉంది బేస్ స్లాబ్ది. సో ఆన్సర్ విల్ బి రైట్. సో ఇక్కడ బేస్ స్లాబ్ 0.4 meters ఉంది. సో వీ నీడ్ టు కన్సిడర్ దిస్ 0.4 meters ఫస్ట్. ఓకే, ప్లేస్. ఓకే, సో ఆర్ సైన్ థీటా, మనం పర్పెండిక్యులర్ డిస్టెన్స్ ఇక్కడ ట్రయాంగిల్ ఉంది కాబట్టి ప్లేస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ మేకింగ్ ట్రయాంగిల్ ఈజ్ హ్యావింగ్ సమ్ యాంగిల్. సో వీ నీడ్ టు కన్సిడర్ ఆర్ perpendicular distance will be r sin theta. Okay, like this. So how much you need to consider here? Yes, r ఎంత తీసుకోవాలండి? సో ట్రయాంగిల్ బేస్ అంతేనా అండి? r అంటే 0.19, 0.4 plus, okay, 0.4 plus 0.19 sin theta ఎంత తీసుకోవాలండి ఇక్కడ? yes, so theta we need to consider 44 degrees. okay, so this will be the lever arm or perpendicular distance. So the W1 weight, okay, the W1 weight is making some moment, okay, some moment about the heel, okay, and the perpendicular distance will be this much, 0.4 plus 0.19 into sin 44. Okay, just calculate and tell me how much it is. Yes, calculate and tell me. So 0.19 అనేది base of the triangle. చూడండి ఇక్కడ. Okay, W1 0.19 base. 0.53. ఓకే, సో మనం టేబుల్లో ఇక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేసుకోవాలండి 0.53. ఓకే, సో ఇది మీకు అర్థం కావడానికి నేను మెన్షన్ చేశాను. ఓకే, ఓన్లీ 0.53 is enough. ఓకే, సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద మూమెంట్ నౌ? హౌ డు యూ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ ద మూమెంట్స్? మూమెంట్ అంటే ఏంటండి? వెయిట్ ఇంటూ పర్పెండిక్యులర్ డిస్టెన్స్, అంతేనా? సో 11.4 into 0.53. How much you are getting?
6.04.
Right, 6.04. So where do you mention this? In the clockwise or anti-clockwise? So you need to mention it in the clockwise. ఎందుకంటే వెయిట్ అనేది ఎప్పుడు డౌన్వర్డ్ గానే తీసుకుంటాం కదా. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ క్లాక్వైజ్ మూమెంట్ ఇఫ్ యూ సీ ద డయాగ్రామ్. So as it is movement which is generated by the weight, and weight always acts vertically downward. So the movement is like this about heel or toe point. The toe point is like this. So it need to be written in the column of clockwise. Okay. So is that clear for you? The first row or the moment calculation of first part, is that clear for everyone? Yes, is that clear for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so let us do the calculation for W2 now. So what is the formula that you will use now for W2? See the diagram carefully. W2. So again, what is the formula that you have to use to calculate W2? Gamma into,
Length into breadth.
yeah,
5 into 0.
gamma into A. Gamma is 24, right? Area, as it is a rectangle, right? Base into height, right? So what is the base of the rectangle here? 0.5. What is the height? 5 meters, right? So how much you will get for W2?
60.
60 kilonewtons. So where do you mention this in the table? 60, right? So here you need to mention 60. Right? $60. Okay. Now how to consider the lever, or either here 60 you can mention here, the formula you can write here. Okay, right. So lever arm. Now next part is lever arm. So we need to calculate lever arm for this rectangle. Okay, so how to calculate this now? Yes, perpendicular distance. How do we get for rectangle now? So 0.4 plus 0.19, right? Plus how much we need to consider here? So as it is a rectangle, it is just 0.5 by 2. Okay, just like centroid. 0.5 by 2. So it is a perpendicular distance from the weight to the hill.
0.84.
How much you are getting it to be? 0.84.
8.
Okay. So you need to understand this in the better way. Okay, otherwise you will get confused. Okay, so you need to mention the lever arm here. Okay, so calculate and tell me what is moment.
50.4, madam.
50.4. So is that clockwise again or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Okay, all the weights always in the clockwise. Right. Right. So W3 again. So let us calculate W3. I'll show you the diagram once again. Yes, W3 again it is what? A triangle or rectangle? Yes. So W3 is a triangle, right? So calculate and tell me what is W3. What is the formula for W3 here? Gamma into A. A3. Okay.
102.6, madam.
So, right. 1 not? Is that W3?
102.6, madam.
You are telling?
102.6.
Right. So, how much you are taking base to be?
1.71.
1.71. Height 5 meters, right? Half into 1.71 into height is 5 meters, right? and unit weight 24. How much you are getting? One or 2 points?
6.
Right. Right. Sorry. So liver arm. So it is important to represent or to understand 1.66. Liver arm is 1.66 you should get. Okay. So from the diagram, you need to understand this. So you should be careful whenever you are calculating liver arm for the triangles. Okay. So here if you see, you need to calculate liver arm from this force. Force is here and you need to calculate perpendicular distance this much, right? So it is 0.4 plus 0.19 plus, okay, 0.5 plus and 1.71. Okay, 1.71 into what? 1.71 into cos 70. Okay, that you need to consider. Okay, 1.71 because it is a triangle and here angle is 70 degrees. Okay, and as this is adjacent component. Okay, 1.71 cos 70. Okay, not 1.71 directly. Okay, 0.4 plus 0.19 plus 0.5 plus 1.71 cos 70. Okay, so that you'll get liver arm. Yes. So have you got how we'll get 1.66 here? Yes. Have you understood? So shall I tell it once again or have you clear with this?
Once again, ma'am.
రైట్ సో మనకు పర్పెండిక్యులర్ డిస్టెన్స్ కావాలండి ఇప్పుడు ఓకే సో W3 ఈజ్ యాక్టింగ్ హియర్ ఓకే సో W3 ఈజ్ యాక్టింగ్ హియర్ అండ్ వీ నీడ్ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ మూమెంట్ అబౌట్ దిస్ పాయింట్ ఓకే సో మనకి ఇది పర్పెండిక్యులర్ డిస్టెన్స్ ఎంతనో కావాలి సో ఫర్ దట్ మనకు 0.4 ప్లస్ 0.19 ప్లస్ 0.5 ప్లస్ సో ఇక్కడ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ట్రయాంగిల్ మనం ఇది అడ్జసెంట్ కంపోనెంట్ తీసుకోవాలండి సో మనకి ఇక్కడ అడ్జసెంట్ కంపోనెంట్ కావాలంటే ఏంటండి 1.71 ఇంటూ యాంగిల్ ఎంత ఉందండి ఇక్కడ కాస్ 70 ఓకే సో డైరెక్ట్గా 1.71 తీసుకోకుండా 1.71 కాస్ 70 తీసుకోవాలి ఓకే ఓకే సో is it understood? Yes.
Yes, madam.
రైట్ సో మనకి ఏం లేదండి పర్పెండిక్యులర్ డిస్టెన్స్ అంటే ఏంటో లివర్ ఆర్మ్ అంటే ఏంటో డెఫినేషన్ కరెక్ట్గా తెలిస్తే చాలు ఓకే సో ఆర్ యూ గెటింగ్ 1.66 ఇఫ్ యూ డూ దిస్ వన్
Yes, ma'am.
రైట్ సో నౌ టెల్ మీ వాట్ ఈస్ మూమెంట్ హియర్ హౌ మచ్ యూ విల్ గెట్ మూమెంట్
150.3.
170.
150.3 నా 170.3 నా
170.3, ma'am.
okay so 170.3 is the correct answer okay right so next weight calculate cheyandi I'll show you the diagram once again for W4 right సో W4 ఫార్ములా ఏంటండి W4 కి? W4 కనిపిస్తుందా అండి డయాగ్రామ్ లో? బాటమ్ లో ఉంది స్లాబ్, బేస్ స్లాబ్.
53.8.
53.8.
Okay, so how you are getting this 53.4?
3.2 into 0.7.
3.2 into 0.7 into 24. Okay, so that will be W4. Okay, how much you are getting? 53 point? Yes,
8.
76.
53.8.
Okay, 76 or 8, anything can be written, no problem. Okay, so moment, liber arm. First we need to calculate liber arm. సో మనకు రెక్టాంగిల్ ఉంటే ప్రాబ్లం ఏం లేదండి, ఈజీగా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయొచ్చు. సో లిబర్ ఆర్మ్ ఎంతండి? 3.2/2 అంతేనా? 3.2/2.
1.6.
Yes, ma'am.
1.6
6.
right, 1.6.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the moment here? మూమెంట్ ఎంత వస్తుందండి W4 దగ్గర?
86.1.
86.1. సో టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ లో చూసి చెప్పిన ప్రాబ్లం లేదండి, బట్ మీకు తెలియాలి ఏ వాల్యూ ఎందుకు వస్తుందో ఎలా వస్తుందో. ఓకే, మీరు పర్సనల్గా చేస్తే బాగుంటుంది, చెయ్యకపోయినా టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ ఫాలో అయితే కూడా ఓకే, బట్ యూ నీడ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్. ఓకే, 86.1 మూమెంట్స్. ఓకే, రైట్. సో మనం so we need to mention vertical component, horizontal component also in the table. Okay, so how much we got vertical component to be? Vertical component ఎంత వచ్చిందండి మనకి? PAB క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసాం కదా.
89.4 ma'am.
89.4. Okay, సో ఇక్కడ లివర్ ఆర్మ్ 2.39. ఓకే, ఓకే 2.39 లివర్ ఆర్మ్. ఇక్కడ యాంగిల్ వస్తుందండి మళ్ళీ 0.4 ప్లస్ 0.5 ప్లస్ 0.19 ప్లస్. ఓకే, యాంగిల్ వస్తుంది. రైట్. సో హారిజాంటల్ కాంపోనెంట్ sin 44 తీసుకోవాలండి. ఇక్కడ 0.4 ప్లస్ 0.5 ప్లస్ 0.19 ప్లస్ సైన్ కాంపోనెంట్. రైట్. హారిజాంటల్ కాంపోనెంట్ how much you got?
92.6.
92.6.
92.6. Right, 92.6. So liver arm, I'll show you in the diagram. Okay, so liver arm 1.2 plus 0.7, right, horizontal component, right, 1.2 plus 0.7, 1.9. Okay, so this is how we need to calculate moments. Okay, moments, and we need to sum up these things now. Okay, so whatever the weights you got, okay, till now, according to, and also you need to include vertical component also. Some of these vertical forces. Okay, now sum of the vertical forces. Are you getting this value? The same value, 317.2 kilonewtons. Yes. Are you getting the same value? What happened? Are you getting the same value here? The horizontal component sum
Yes, ma'am.
317.2. So మనకు horizontal component ఒకటే ఉంది 92.6. The same thing we'll write here. Okay, summation of all these are zeros. Okay, 92.6. Okay, so Livaram, no need to mention summation, and you need to add the moments also now. Okay, summation of clockwise moments, summation of counterclockwise moments. Okay, so counterclockwise లో మనకు ఒక్క మూమెంటే వస్తుందండి. Okay, that to horizontal components. Okay, that is 175.9. Okay, only one moment we'll get in the counterclockwise. Okay, all are clockwise moments only, remaining things. Okay, summation, are you getting the same thing? 526.4.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, right. So summation of counterclockwise you should get 175.9. Okay, so this is the second part of the designing of retaining wall. Okay, so there is third part also where you need to calculate factor of safety now. Okay, so what is the formula for factor of safety against sliding? What is the formula?
Mu into RV by RH.
Mu into RV by RH, right? So how much you will take for RV? RV అంటే ఏంటండి?
317.2.
Yes, so RV, as it is suggesting, it is the reaction in the vertical direction, right? So it will be 317.2. What is RH? Reaction in the horizontal direction, right? So here you got 92.6. This value you need to write. Okay, so what is mu? Mu అంటే ఏంటండి ఫార్ములాలో? సో FS ఫార్ములా వచ్చేసి mu into RV by RH. What is mu అండి? So we calculated RV and RH by the table, with help of table. What is mu? mu అంటే ఏంటండి? నిన్న డిస్కస్ చేసాం కదా, కోఎఫిషియంట్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రిక్షన్, రైట్? సో మనకు ఫ్రిక్షన్ కి రిలేటెడ్ యాంగిల్ ఏముందండి? డెల్టా. డెల్టా రిప్రజెంట్స్ ద యాంగిల్ విచ్ ఇస్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ఫ్రిక్షన్ హియర్. సో మీకు గుర్తు ఉండింటుంది, ఇంజనీరింగ్ మెకానిక్స్ చదివినప్పుడు ఆర్ ఫ్లూయిడ్ మెకానిక్స్ లో కూడా వినింటారు. ఓకే, సో కోఎఫిషియంట్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రిక్షన్ కి tan 24 degrees we can consider. Okay, okay, mu is equal to tan theta అని ఫార్ములా వినింటారు. ఓకే, so what is factor of safety against overturning? What is the formula? What is the formula? Factor of safety against overturning, FO, is equal to what? Summation of MR by summation of MO. సో మనకు టేబుల్లో చూసినట్టయితే సమ్మేషన్ ఆఫ్ MR ఎంత వచ్చిందండి?
$526.4.
MR 526.4. Okay, right. So MO 175.9. So how much you will get? How much you will get FO to be?
2.9.
2 point. $2.91 వచ్చిందండి FO. Is it so?
2.992.
2.992. Okay, so next X calculate చేయాలి, and E eccentricity FP we need to calculate. So So in tomorrow's class, we'll discuss about these things, remaining things, factor of safety against bearing capacity. Okay. So is anyone having any doubt in the problem? Yes? Is anyone having any doubt? So Samir, what is that we discussed in today's class? Can you tell me? What is the topic that is covered in today's class? Samir, can you answer me? Rashashwini. Rashashwini, are you there in the class? ఈ రోజు క్లాస్ లో ఏ టాపిక్ డిస్కస్ చేసామండి?
Gravity retaining wall.
గ్రావిటీ రిటైనింగ్ వాల్ డిజైన్. రైట్? ఎక్కడైనా డౌట్ ఉందా అండి ప్రాబ్లం లో?
No, madam.
ఓకే. So there are chances to come designing procedure in the exam. Okay, so mostly it might be the gravity retaining wall or cantilever retaining wall design you will get in the exam. Okay.